Okay, on the line now from Rhondda, we've got Mason from the Olive Press. Good morning, Mason.
Good morning, you alright?
Yeah, and you?
Yeah, not so bad, thank you.
And the paper came out on Wednesday, and, across the front page, like most every other paper, bar one, has the fire on the Costa del Sol on it. You've got some other interesting stories inside there, haven't you?
Yeah, well, the paper was dominated, and quite rightly so, by the fire stories this week. Inside, we've got bullfighting is back on Spanish state TV. It's been banned for 6 years, but TVE have struck a deal with the managers and the bullfighters themselves, which means that they'll only have to pay to produce the show. So they're basically getting a television show for next to nothing, which is why I think it's being introduced back onto television, which is definitely going to stir up some controversy, I think.
Yes, I'm sure.
Got the botched fresco job, which was the 19th century painting in a church in Spain. An 80-year-old lady called Cecilia Jimenez. She thought she'd save the church some time and money and try and restore the painting herself, which horrified locals, but it's brought in, I think it's close to 20,000 tourists to the town now to see her handiwork on the painting.
Yeah, but it looks awful.
Yeah, it's been. I think it's been described as a monkey in an ill-fitting suit.
That's right. Of course, I read that in the Olive Press.
Yeah, and it's inspired internet parodies, hundreds of them. Different paintings like with the face that she painted imposed on them, like Da Vinci's Mona Lisa and stuff like that. But I'm sure it's good for the town, tourism-wise, anyway.
Well, it sounds like it has been, but that needn't be long-lived.
No, probably not. President of Ireland, Michael Higgins, was in Santander on a language course at a local university, I think, but seemed to go unspotted, really. Nobody noticed he was there. He got away with a quiet weekend. I think it was a Spanish language course that he was doing.
Before going off for meetings in Spanish-speaking countries?
Yeah, that was right, yeah. He's apparently fluent in Spanish now.
But in one weekend, that's pretty good going.
No, I think he's been studying it for a few years. I think he's always had an interest in language. He's published a few books and poetry volumes and stuff like that. But I think he's been speaking Spanish for a while.
Now, what about the sharks in Gibraltar?
It turns out, I'm not sure what type of shark they thought it were. At first, probably a great white or something, but it's looking more like it was a basking shark, which usually harmless to humans. But anyway, there was panic on the beach and the red flags were brought out, and everyone was told to get on the shore. And
the other Gibraltar story you got?
The anti-terrorism laws are going to be boosted in Gibraltar. That's after the suspected Al-Qaeda plot last month. It'll basically mean that the Gibraltar police will have longer time to question and detain suspects of terrorism. It'll mean that they have more powers to tap phone lines and internet usage and stuff like that of possible suspects or people they believe might be involved in that type of thing.
Interesting. Now, there's a story on the back page. All roads lead to Khartoum. What do you know about cricket?
I don't know much about cricket, actually. Is that the Oval?
It is the Khartoum Oval.
Yeah.
It's a charity match, cricket festival from September the 27th to the 29th. And you heard about it here on Coastline, courtesy of the Olive Press. Mason, it's been great talking to you.
Yeah, you too, Bennett.
And have a good weekend. Anything special lined up?
No, not so much. It's the ferry here in Rhondda, so I'll probably go down to that, have a pint or something.
Indeed, enjoy it. Nice place at any time, but I bet it's even better during the ferry.
Yeah.
Until 2 weeks' time then.
Yeah, I'll speak to you then. Bye.
Take care. Bye-bye now.
Your life, your music on Coastline FM.